Hey guys, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We just got back from Deho March with Zhongli. Huh? What happened? The city gate is forming with Melith and Fatui? This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened. We should ask around a little, just to be safe. Ah, you're the consultant to Wangshan Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume? The Melith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly. Desperate times. The Adepti of Druin Kars are finally on the move. Do they intend to exercise force? Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Chieftain have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides are quite obstinate and hit an impasse. It seems inevitable, given the current situation. The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing, they only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blow, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them. But surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily. Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands, yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict. And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire? Ugh, that's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in this tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us. Ha, that's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard. It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor. Is there anything we can do? Do you intend to use our neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use our sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one. Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangshan Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates. Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I mustn't leave now to handle things at the Wangshan Funeral Parlor. I hope that Director Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of actions carefully, Goose. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it would be wisest to look for the fuse first. Phew! Having connected with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what did Mr. Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Child. Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where can we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this? Follow me. I know exactly where he's going to be. Let me see if I can get there quicker. Yep. Well, this is going to be interesting. Child going to the Golden House. Well, everything that's in chaos is so like him. Where is everybody? This will show how good my team is. Wow, this is the Golden House? It looks impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? So full of Mora. This is where all of Tevat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if I take a few Mora go missing? Touch a single Mora and we're done for. Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky, tricky. Good things Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Something feels amiss here. Oh, right, back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Goose, look! What happened here? The Millilith. Uh-oh, Paimon smells trouble. Quick, we have to make sure the Exuvia's alright. You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble today? Huh? Who's there? If you were for Tui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from Tsaritsa herself. But now you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Looks like I was just in time then. Ha! Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that stopping me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Moraments, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chijing are really pulling out all the stops this time. So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along? As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa filled. She will get that which she desires. I won't allow you to get near the Exuvia. Ha! I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with, but I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we have come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I'm oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle. Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh? You could say that. But Signora offered the deities outside the Cathedral Mondstadt. When Signora offended the deities outside the Cathedral Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents. We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again! Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. And besides, you can never defeat me. Not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway. Because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? I could never defeat you? You're completely delusional. Fighting talk, I love it. Now, let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger, so come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Damn, he has a whole ass.
Poor timing.
Shield of water. Get him!
You've made some progress. Passable effort.
I wasn't paying attention to him, so I don't know whether or not he was talking when I was talking. My bad.
Celestial Voyager.
No, 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 no.
Not bad, not bad.
Get over here. Your shield.
Passable effort.
Boy,
Passable effort.
stop.
Poor timing.
This is so insane. I've never struggled this much with him.
You've made some progress. Not bad.
Goodbye.
Trick or two.
Good. No wonder Signor was so worried of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough.
Right.
Yeah, it's about to get tough. Holy shit. Now, tell me what you can do about this.
All you do is run.
That's not true. Come on. Stop with your bullshit.
No use hiding back there.
Part of me feels like I'm not going to be able to do this, so... It's okay, Dulig's got me. Get him, get him, get him, get him. I didn't bring enough healing stuff. Maybe I should have had Aoife instead of Aura on. Come on, buddy. Ooh, scary.
Got you. Right. Crush you.
Okay, that was really scary.
All you do is run.
He's so excited to fight. Good for him. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as we'll get. Yeah. I didn't think you had this card hidden up your sleeve. You're just playing us to get close to the Exuvia. Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Exosnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you? Not bad. But this is going to cost you. We are so screwed. I just wanna You got the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Now. Don't make me take it from you. We didn't take it! Oh my gosh. I've never been so scared of him in my life. Get him, Kaya. Oh, oh. Oh, here comes the whale. Oh my god! Get.
Die here.
Tartacles, I'm sorry. I know. I know. It was a mistake. Nice melt reaction. Well. Excuse me. Whoa!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Oh, look! Child's back to normal again. Ugh, well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis no matter where it had been taken. And that's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it. Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signor's initial assessment of you and Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? Because I'm gradually restoring my former power. You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another. Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends. Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts. What? So you mean... Rixlapis still lives? Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan. Backup plan? I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fusui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime. So, what are you planning to do? I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Stone Forest. A god? Osiel, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, Do you think the Cutting Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction? But the Arkham War ended 2,000 years ago. How could an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven? Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it. Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Victoria have been researching them. You've been trying to duplicate them. Indeed, the one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as Harbinger by Osaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geoarchon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of the ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geoarchon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more interesting.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Phew. Do we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on, it's the Adepti. What are you doing in the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now, and unite against this common enemy.
Humph. Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Arkham War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop the god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Eh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballisto when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one but a little tinkering to turn their ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts. I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
Three Adepti are manning the Genshin Ballista. I'll label Melith with me.
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
Let one see what you are made of.
What strength remains within one? One wishes to witness.
You can't run! Well,
Oh, heck no. Okay, where to now? So dumb. Hey, get away from that.
through you!
Well, I wasted that.
Went too far.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit. Well... The Fatui, their attacks are unrelenting. How daring. Cisnaya's diplomats will answer for this afterwards, every last one. Yeah, we have their healer. We have to take him down first. Oh, for the love of... Thank you.
This is Adeptal energy? Goes that light from your body. It's like the timing you and Karst. Oh, it's Madam Pink Shockwave. This granny's really strong.
One of the ballista is already at 64%, so we gotta move.
With the blood of the Cheeling, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I did this during the Archon War. Ah, so this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
Ganyu should have been a healer. My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use it in battle. Nice.
Exercise caution. I fear that this god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Oh shit. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. Over here. Focus on me, focus on me, focus on me. Ha ha ha. Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over? The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the sigils of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the overlord of the vortex can make any waves again. We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't been here, the future of the Oe Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy. Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came. Come now, there's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that
When Lin Guang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. As seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such a cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree? Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today, but please forgive us, we cannot yield to your wishes. Oh? 3,700 years ago. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon this land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it. Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue? I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light. Ha! Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage. This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream. What? In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him that past generations of Qixing have strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts, which has since been known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Aw, Ningguang.
We're on the same side here. Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander? When there is discord between the Guardians and those that were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right? That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only square the hearts of both and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom. Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past. Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor. All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves? I apologize for appearing in full armor. I'm afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies. And who are you? I'm Feng Yang, a surgeon of the Millilith. I've come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last, but thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not so badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there. And those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys, tasty snacks, and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us the next Lantern Rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate. Huh? Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. It is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people. Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer? Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor. Simply as Adepti have had a change of heart. Listen to what the people have said. Let us return now. Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts with Liyue, the humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came. Shall we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against. Alright, Mooncover, you shouldn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Woo, looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again.
Oh right, it's nice that we've got peace and all, but we were getting one thing. Chad wanted to unleash the gods so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too? Paimon doesn't get it, but isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask him at the Wangshan funeral parlor. That was so much fun! Oh my gosh. I am going to end the episode here, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!